Hi there and welcome back. This is part 2 of making an altered file folder, and I'm using three kits from Nanine at College Type. One of them is a free add-on which is available on my Buy Me a Coffee site, and one of them is called a file folder kit. That's from Nanine, and the other one is called a junk journal kit, and that one's from Nanine. So I've just been sitting doing all the pockets. I've scored them and I've inked around them. That's a random pocket that I've got, so I've just put those in with those. So I did obviously sit and cut everything out, and I've used these A6 pouches, no, A5 pouches, what I was showing you last time. So I've put tags and journal cards in there, envelopes and pockets in there, and then this is fussy cuts and small elements. So they're all in there, so they're easy to find. What else have I got? I've got a book plate out ready because I really don't want to forget to put it on, and I'm terrible at forgetting. I've got the sheets out, which are portraits, which I will need for matting. Well, I'll leave that out. Matting the file folder. So I've got those out. Let's pop that out of the way. Put those over there. I've got some craft tape. Now, before I was using framers tape. I'm guessing this is the same stuff. It was just called craft tape, and it was actually cheaper. I have popped this on my Amazon favourites. It's under Bits and Bobs. The book plates, sorry, are also in my Amazon favourites. So is the ruler, the scoreboard, my cutter. I think that's all we'll be using. I'm using walnut stain. Again, that's on my thingy. I'm just going to swap my glasses over. Didn't realise I didn't have the right ones on. Oh, that's loads better. So I've got those. These are the elements that I'm going to be using. So I'm using a UK file folder. I do have these in my Etsy shop, and these are, shall we say, 13.5 inches across by 9. So they're longer, and are they as high? They might be just a little bit smaller height wise than the US folders, but you've got more width ways, which I do like. So I've inked around everything. I've got, this is my last one of these envelopes. I have really loved these envelopes. We'll talk about this and this later. I've got this element, which is something that Violet did me. So it's a die cut. I'm not sure you know what it's from. This is one that Violet made me. Again, I'm not sure what die cut it is. This is an envelope which I think Heather sent me. I've cut it down slightly. I've just cut the bottom down, and then I've just glued it back up. It was just a little bit too long, so I've got that. Again, I've inked around it, and I've got a time card. I think Heather might have sent me these. Whoever sent me them sent me a lot of them. I'm thinking Heather sent me. Again, we'll talk about the holes later. And this is going to be what I use for the cover of the journal. It's just going to be a one signature journal, about 10 pages, and I am going to do it on an elastic that you can then take it out to write on, take it out to replace, so you don't feel like, oh, if I use it all up, then, you know, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, that's happening. Right, what am I doing? I've told you what I've got. Now, what am I doing? Right, let me gather myself. Oh, it's got sat nicely. Okay, so these are the portrait size ones. And I printed out 2 of all of them. I've printed them on 100 GSM copy of paper, and I use a cream because I prefer the colour that it gives. I find white can be quite harsh, but you know, I'm doing a winter project and I have done that on white because it needs doing on white. So but majority of the time I do use cream. So we've got that one, this one, this one, which originally I thought that would be the one that I went for the front cover. This one, we've got a couple of plainer ones. Okay, maybe I only did one of that one. This one. And then we've got a really plain one. The rest are landscape. So I knew I didn't want to use the pale ones for outside cover. And this is the image that I'm wanting to use up. Now, this was one of the images that I cut out when we was doing, well, I think at this point we'll still be doing it. The book, Use Your Books Up challenge, which is a challenge what has been on my Facebook group, and also, you know, I've been putting the videos up on YouTube. So this was one of the beautiful images, and this is out of the Undercliff. It is in my Amazon favourites under books, and I also have a Lazy Sunday flip through, which is in my playlist. Beautiful book. And I wanted that on the front because it's absolutely stunning. So what I did was I put it against these to see which look the best. Colour wise, they all look fabulous, you know, because of the lovely oranges and the blacks. So any of these would have been fabulous. I didn't even that wasn't a contender at all. I don't know why. Maybe I'd picked it before I'd even got to that. I'm not sure. Now, I did sit with this for quite a while. I really like that. But once it's cut down, because I wouldn't want to cut from that way because I would have liked to have kept the butterfly in. It would have been a bit about there, and I wasn't keen on how close the butterfly was to the is this a deer? Yeah. And I wanted a book plate on there, so that would have been a bit difficult, so I didn't go for that one. This was the one that I thought, oh, for at least 10 minutes that this was the one. I loved this darkness down the side. I was going to cut it down that way, so I could have kept this here. Yeah, and this was the one that I was definitely going to use. And then I thought, perhaps I want it a bit lighter. So this was the next one that I was definitely going to use. And what I liked about this is it's got this grid here, and it's got like these red lines in. Yeah, and I really liked it. As much as this because it's lighter, this because it's darker. Anyway, this is one that I wasn't even considering, and I don't know how it ended up on top of here, but it did, and I thought, wow, I love that. I think it looks really cute. So that's the one that I'm going to go with. So I'm going to use that for the front and the back cover, and I think I'm using these for the insides. Yes, so they're going to be my inside ones. So for now, I'm just going to pop those out of the way because I will need them back. So what I did is I've measured it that way and that way, and then I thought the way that I placed this, if I'd have gone right at the bottom, you would have seen part of this bunny. So I've gone upwards, so it'll, you know, start about there. Okay, and I wanted to keep this in, so I've cut this side. Well, I haven't. This is what I'm going to cut, this side and this side. Yeah, so that's how I decided what I was going to cut. Might have to change my measurements slightly because I've not put any kind of spine in there. All I've done is folded it in half, and I thought they went lovely as the inside ones to go with those. Again, I've marked it where I'm gonna cut it, but I may have to change that. So let's first get a bit of a spine in, and I'm thinking 1/2 inch will be absolutely plenty, not just for the journal that's going to go inside, but I've got to take into consideration the flips, and you know, I need that extra space inside there. So is that on a, yeah, that's on a thing. So what I'm going to do is, you can see that that's on that score line there. Okay, so that's where it's in half, and I'm going to go 1, 2 over, so the second one. And obviously it doesn't matter what size your file folder is, you don't even have to do it with a file folder. You can just use, if you've got some big pieces of card, you can probably use it with a cereal box. That's just going off there slightly, that's it. Yeah, you can do it with a cereal box. You don't have to have the tab on. I mean, if I'm using a middle one, obviously I have to cut the tab off anyway. And if you was using it with something like a cereal box, you don't need to have it double. It's only double, and I'm only keeping it double because it's really thin. So if you was using a cereal box, it'd be thicker than what this is anyway. So yes, I think I've said enough about that. So that's 2 to that side, and then we're going to go 1, 2 to that side. So that will give me a 1/2 inch. Just go up and down that a couple of times, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the same. Yeah, that's super. I'm not digging in too much, so I'm not ripping my paper. Yeah. I find these, I don't think I've got these on my Amazon favourites. I will put these on. These are supposed to be some kind of embossing tool. I've got no idea because I'm just not that person. I've never, you know, I don't know its proper purpose, how you would use it. But I've seen people use them to score. And I have always found this very difficult. I think that this is too thick. So I was forever, you know, going, not quite like that, but forever going off. So these are brilliant. The only thing is, there was about 6 in the packet. So unless, you know, I seriously lose some, yeah, I've got too many, really. So I think that's all I'm going to use the scoreboard for. Oh, I will need it later on, actually. So that's going to be the back part. So I'm just going to use my metal ruler. I'm just going to lay it across the, well, I've scored it. I'm just going to bend it over. That's super. Use my bone folder. Use it on like that way, that's better. Okay. take that out and I'll do it again. Lovely. And I'll do the same on this side. And then I will need to remeasure the front to see if I need my front and back panels and the middle panels any smaller. And doing this might mean that I need to also cut that big envelope down, the one that I showed you with the red round it, because it might now be too wide, but that's not a problem at all. Okay, so reopen it. Come on. And there we go. Got a nice little spine. Okay, so that's that. Let's measure this up. These never, I mean, that's quite different, isn't it? It's not though. Yeah, anyway, I think it's a bit of an optical illusion. So this is now, well, I would want it 6.5. So where's the one that I marked? So if I wanted it from there, it would actually be there now. So that's okay. So that's the piece I'm going to take off. Obviously the height hasn't changed. I don't know what's up with my voice today. Hasn't changed. It hasn't changed, you know. Right, let's you know what? I'm gonna get the big trimmer down. I'm just gonna pause while I get it down. Okay, I have got the big trimmer out. I think it'll just make it easier. Well, it will. There's no think about it. Right, I'm gonna put these together. So if I get one wrong, they're both going to be wrong. Right, so let's, obviously that's not straight, that line that I've done. So I'm going to go on this line, and if I have to trim any more off, that's fine. Okay, so that's that. And then I said I wanted the thinner one, didn't I, rather than the wider one. Let me just get these two together. For some reason they're not staying together. Stop being awkward. Right. What's that? I hate it when it's not on a proper line, because I find it difficult to. Okay, I'm gonna go. It's gonna go. Right, let's have a look, see how that's shaping up. Oh, you know what I'm thinking about now, don't you? Blinking grease. Oh yeah, that's gonna be on a loop in my head. Right, I'm just going to take off a slither from the top. Better shape up. Not watched this for ages. And my heart is set on you. Right, that's okay. And then I'm going to have to come in a little bit at the side too. So I think it's better to err on the wider side of caution than going narrower. Than going narrower. Because you can always cut it down. I mean, even if you've gone too narrow, it doesn't matter. What I would have done is I'd have put another strip in or some washi tape in, or you know, put some lace down it. everything can be rectified. Right, that's fine. So that's that's those two. So the inside ones are going to want to be the same. So if I go like that, the height's still the same, Tania. Width, gonna go there. Think I'll go in, excuse me, a little bit more for the inside one. So if I go there and probably go on the inside. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, I'm still playing Grease. It's now gone to Look at Me, I'm Sandra D. Right. So this is going to be the inside. Yeah, that's fabulous. Right, why I've got the trimmer out, let's have a look at this big envelope, because I think everything else I'll be able to cut with a small envelope. First I need to see, is it going to fit in? Do I need to take any off? Luckily no, because yeah, it would have actually been a problem, but again, I could have remade the hole, so that's fine. So if we've got these ones on the inside like so, what do I want on there? I'm feeling we need to go dark now. So I think that would be very, very nice. Yes. Oh yes. Right, so height wise again it's going to be the same, but obviously I've forgotten what that is. I think it's 9, just under 9. So it's just over 9. So I want it 2/8 before 9. So 8 and 6/8. Oh, that's far too many numbers for me. Honestly, I just can't cope when numbers. I'm just terrible. Right, so I want to cut the top. So what did I end up saying? 8, 2 before 9. Let's do that. My brain can cope with 2 before 9. 2 before 9. Right, I think that's straight. Let's have a look at that then. Yeah, super. And which way is, let's have a look, what mathematical, probably 2 before 6. Oh dear, I'm sorry if that irritates anybody, but yeah, I just can't. Did I say 2 before 6? I'm doing width, Tania. 2 before 6. So there's 6. Unfortunately, this trimmer is a bit funny between 5.5 and 6. So this is just gonna have to feel the force. I feel like this has gone really wrong. I don't know if I felt the force. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm actually just going to take another little slither off it. Okay. Slither. So it's straight, I think it is. Right, so that's those. Let's gather all these up because I might want these. And I will clip them together so I can keep all the scraps together. Oh, got a rabbit there. So that's that. I'm just gonna clip. Like, yeah. Come on. And why I remember I have I've got some pieces of card. What I did right at the beginning of when we started doing fall and stuff. So I have used bits, but I've then forgotten about it. So I want to keep that in plain sight. That's a film, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I'm just a musical film kind of person today. Oh, right, so let's trim it out of the way. Let's gather these squiggly little bits. Right, so what am I doing next? Let's keep that with that. I'll bring these bits back and put those over there. Put those over there because I'm going to need to choose what to cover everything else with. And I want my little trimmer back on the table. So that's that. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to drink some of my tea. So before I go any further, I am going to put some tape up here. I'm not going to go into the, you know, where it folds. So let me cut this off straight. I think that might be a good start. Okay. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go there. And okay. Straighten it up. That will just give us a little bit more stability. Perhaps if you've used a cereal box, you won't have to do this. If you do want to do this, you don't have to use tape. You can stick, you know, I could have got some perhaps 200 GSM card, put that in there. You can obviously use your Tyvek. Could have used some material. If I'd have been using material, I would have probably put the material down there. I might still do that. I might still put some lace or something down the middle, but at least I know there's a bit of something else in there, just supporting it a bit better. Right, that shouldn't I don't need to do all that palaver. It's pretty you know, flexible. So we've got that. I'm going to put the front ones in first, the middle ones, front ones, middle. But before I do that, you know, I might have to cut these a bit smaller. Maybe if I stuck it to the thing, and then if any's hanging off, I could perhaps trim that. I will do that. Okay, so before I do that, I am just going to ink down here, just in case I don't lay any lace, or if I lay some lace and it's quite holey, like the crocheted trim, then it just looks a bit better. Okay. I wonder if these, I bet they're too long. Oh, I think they're just right. Right, okay. So let's make sure. Let's have a look at that. That's better. Okay, that's that's better. Right, I'm going to ink around the perimeter. Fast forward time. I've not learnt to do it, so you can fast forward now. You can add some music, or you can sing a Grease song, or any musical really. I do like musicals. I don't really know any modern ones, but you know, the classics. Cats. Oh, don't so much like that visually, but the music to Cats I really do like. Especially, you know, the Elaine Page. Oh, Don't Start, Tania. Oh dear, nearly went into full song mode, and I really can't sing it. Oh, that reminds me of well, I don't know if it was my granddad's record or my grandma's. I think it was really my granddad's, but we used to pretend it was my grandma's. And yeah, they had it on record. It was on one of Elaine Page's albums. So yeah, I can remember singing to that lots of times, because obviously then when it was all records, you didn't own that many, because they was quite well, they was expensive. They was expensive, and they didn't bring as many out as what they do now. So you didn't have many. So when you did listen to music, I think my granddad had, like, they had Elaine Page. They had, oh gosh, his name's just, I had his name a minute ago. Roundstone Cowboy. I'm a roundstone cowboy. I've just put that on upside down because I'm doing a musical melody. Glen Campbell. Trying to think what other CDs, not CDs, goodness me, albums they had, records. I think they had Fiddler on the Roof. I don't know who sang that, but I think they had that. Good job if you use Kalau. Less singing, Tania, more looking what you're doing. Right, that couldn't have been super straight, but it's fine, you won't even see it. And I might put some washi tape down there. Right, did I ink this one? I think I did. So yes, they probably had about 6. I know my auntie, you know, my mum's sister, she still lived at home when, so there's only 9 years between me and my auntie, and then there was 9 years between my auntie and my mum, and there's 9 years between me and my uncle's first child. So yeah, she did live at home, and yeah, I know she had a couple of albums, but she was into Fleetwood Mac, and I wasn't into their music at all. I actually preferred Glen Campbell to Fleetwood Mac. And then when I had Now That's What You Call Music Volume 1, because I can remember taking that to my grandparents, and I think, I don't know if that was 3 records, you know. I feel like it was 3 records. So yeah, that was on a lot. And I had Adamant. I had his Stand and Deliver single, and I had his album. So yeah, there wasn't a lot to choose from. So that's the middle. Love it. And then we'll do the outside. So need to ink them, don't I? Come on, back in the room, Tania. Back in the room. I've just transported myself to 1980, ooh, I don't know, 83, 84. Alexa, what year did Now That's What I Call Music 1 come out?
The album Now That's What I Call Music was released in 1983.
Thank you. 1983. Oh, did I say 83, 84? Hey, I know my music. Oh, yeah, I used to absolutely... I mean, I still love music now, but I forget it exists sometimes. I've just brought... My auntie took a lot of the CDs, because obviously we don't really listen to CDs. I've, you know, the radio on Alexa. And if a song pops into my head, I'll just search it on YouTube and listen to it. So we've got some CDs. Well, no, we haven't even got CDs in the car anymore. The last car we had, we did. So we've got like Ryan CDs. He's into like Arctic Monkeys and Red Hot Chili Peppers and Nirvana. The Streets. What else does he like? I think that's about it. It's got a very yeah, he only likes a certain amount of people, and that's it. So I've brought him every single CD, you know, all those people like. And he's not liked anybody since, so I can't buy him CDs anymore. Yeah, so we don't really have CDs, but I brought my mum's, I don't know if it's called The Best of George Michael. Oh, the best of, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the best of George Michael. So I've been sitting listening to this. Absolutely, well, obviously I was a massive Wham fan of the t-shirt. I mean, that's how, you know. But yeah, the Wake Me Up Before You Go and Club Tropicana was my teenage songs. Well, I mean, the soundtrack to my teenage years was definitely Whitney Houston and Paula Abdul. They was kind of my teenage female idols. Oh, and Madonna. Gosh, how could I forget Madonna? Madonna was my absolute favourite teenage idol. I did used to pencil the mole on my upper lip. I mean, we're talking, you know, desperately seeking Susan kind of era. So I had the perm, the lace gloves, and diamante necklaces and bracelets and earrings. Yeah. Oh, and I was a big Culture Club fan as well. Absolutely loved Boy George. And Paul Young. Oh, gosh, I think he was probably one of my first, you know, crushes. Star crushes. So, that is that. I am happy with that. So, I'm going to think about popping this in now. And please don't have stuck yet. Oh, no. So I'm going to stick that into there like so. Before I stick it in, I'm going to cover the front and cover the back. I'm not using this as any kind of pocket at all, so the paper is going to go straight on there. Before I put the paper on, I'm going to put some tape over that, just so it's not as bumpy. I don't think we're going to totally unbump it. I couldn't think of any other word. Yeah, so yeah, that's that. Okay, right, so let's get these papers on. I've actually talking about worm again. I'm going to stick this on, and then I'm going to put the holes through it, and then I'll be able to stick the back on and put the holes through it. The reason I've put the holes on first is I was just testing it, and then I thought, yes, I'm going to do that. And obviously I didn't have another one of these envelopes, and well, why, you know, why would I then use another envelope? I thought, well, I can just put the holes back in. Okay, I do love using the Kalal for this. One, it's a lot cheaper than Fabri-Tac. It's got a lot of, you know, the reasons why you would use Fabri-Tac. It's got all those kind of benefits. You've got that good wiggle room. It sticks, you know, really, really well. It's wet, so it moves about. You know what I haven't been using, which reminds me with the moving about, my brayer. I really do find it was one of those things. I did think I'd seen a few people using them, and I thought, oh, that looks so good. It's like a stress relief contraption, and I did think it would be one of those things I'd use it 4 or 5 times and just totally forget that it exists. I know I did just forget it exists then, but if you watch me often, you will know that I do pull it out quite often. So yeah, sometimes, I mean, when you want something, like I'm talking crafting, well, I mean, I suppose it could go for a lot of things, but you know, you want them because they either look pretty, or they look cool. I mean, I don't know, everybody might be different, but you know, that's kind of what appeals to me. And you're not 100% sure how it's going to change your life. And it's definitely changed my life. So again, it's in my Amazon favourites if you want to change your life. What a shameless plug that was. Oh dear, it wasn't, I was being funny. So I've just popped those back in. Oh, I think I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna love it. I was watching Denise the other day, and she was saying I'm filming this 2 weeks in front. So as I'm doing this, Denise, who is Junk Journal Junkie UK, who goes by D on our Facebook group, who is one of the Facebook moderators, she's working with the same kits as I am, and she said, oh, this one's Tania's favourite, and she said, it's my favourite too. And then she said, but I think like Tania, every new kit or new thing we work with, it's our favourite. And it's so true. And I love that when you're using something that it is your favourite, but you've got lots and lots of favourites. You don't know where it scores on your favourite list, but yeah, it's your favourite. And this kit is definitely my favourite. Right, let's get these holes back in then. And then I'm going to put some... and these are very good for poking this out. Yeah. Wow. Now, I've obviously got that piece that Violet did me on a die, which is this. I don't have a die machine, so, you know, if she hadn't have sent me this, I wouldn't have had this piece. But you can obviously put holes in anything and do this. You don't need, you know, this piece exactly to do it. So yeah, if you want to do something like this, then use anything. Anything, you know, that you want to do that with. Right. You know what I've done? Why didn't you tell me? Oh my goodness. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Is it fine? Yes, it's fine. Oh my goodness me. Let me put that there because that's what I need to do next. Why do I forget that step? I found my magnets the other day, so I'm keeping them with these because it keeps them together. Oh yeah, I was filming something and wanted my magnets, and I've not used them for a long time, and I know that I put them somewhere safe because they was getting on my nerves because I don't use them that often. And they just, you know, was sticking to my scissors. Wherever I put them, they were sticking to something. So I thought, I'm just going to put them away. And, you know, I put them in that really safe place. And could I find them? So I started looking for them on video. And I said, I'm going to have to pause and find them. Well, I looked in everything. And I just sat back down and, you know, was just about to put the camera back on and say, well, you know, I'm going to have to order some more. Or, I mean, he ended up actually going with fuzzy, sticky things. I forgot what they're called. And because the magnets wasn't actually strong enough for what I wanted. But anyway, as I sat down, I just thought, oh, there's one more box that I've not checked, and it was just a little box with me embossing things on. And obviously I tried embossing. I did it once on video and it was a disaster, and I've never tried it again, but I am going to. Yeah, I'd put it in there because it's obviously both two things that I don't use, and yeah, it was in there. So then I thought, I want to use magnets more, so I'm keeping them out. Oh, why does this sometimes happen? And then it gets stuck. I'm definitely getting more used to this. I don't pull the big one out very often. And I still don't feel that confident with it, but like for putting these holes in, I mean, still I don't really need it because I'm only putting two in. So, oh look. Oh dear. Right, come on, let's get this done because we'll be getting to an hour. These are going to be long videos. But you know, you can either fast forward them or you don't have to watch them, do you? You don't want to watch them. If you're like, oh, it's there again. Oof, sick of her. Right, so that's going to go there. And I am going to, before I put this in, let's just move everything apart from this because I need to remember to use it. I'm going to put some tape down there and I'm going to put some over the other side. And I think, going to just bring it over slightly. Just so I'm going over that crease. Which is unfortunate because I really like that piece of paper. So that's that. Oh. And let's go down this one. Like so. Oh, gosh. That nearly turned into a new musical as well. I think, when I'm not filming, I think I'm going to actually blast some music out because I'm obviously really wanting to listen to some music. I'm just gonna, I think I'm about ready for a new dobber. Oh dear. Yeah, really am. Right, let's chuck that away. I've got one here. It's got some ink on it. Yep. Right, I'm now going to put the book plate on. I'm just going to pause because I really want to finish drinking my tea. Okay, so I'm now going to stick the deer on, like so. And I am going to bring this round. If it won't stick down, then I'll cut that bit off. But let's not do it on top of my work. Let's do it on my desk instead. Right, let's try and get all these small bits. I can always go in after with the art glitter once it's stuck down. The bits what haven't stuck down. Because if it had stuck down, I wouldn't be going in with the art glitter, would I? So I'm hoping we can get this down, get the book plate on, and get the envelope stuck in, and I think that will be a video. And then it will be, these are going to go up on Sunday. So Monday will be the Facebook challenge. I was going to start the mass makes, Tina's mass makes, because I'm at number 41. I'd had a bit of a break from it just to get in front with seasonal things. So I'm not sure. I might do the mass makes from next week or the week after. So I think the next one of this will be on the Tuesday, and then Wednesday is Roxy challenge. Why isn't this coming out? So it'll probably be on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And as soon as I finish this, I'm going straight into the next project using Lillian's kits. Same kits. If you watched the video earlier, you'll see the other things that I'm going to be making. So I think until I finish with these kits, I won't start the Tina mass makes, but as soon as I've finished with these, because then the only other kind of autumn fall thing I'll be doing is just maybe just one journal with a couple of signatures, and it'll be using everything up, that, you know, all the digitals that I've still got printed out, all the ephemera that I've made, and then obviously whatever's left will go in the Etsy shop. Right, I hope his ear's not too... No, that should be fine. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I've gone over the flowers a bit, haven't I? But it's fine. Okay, so book plate, I am thinking about there. Yeah, that's going to be nice. So closure is going to be some lace down there with some seam binding, excuse me, or something going through. So that'll be about there. So yeah, think about there. So what do I need? I need a pokey tool. So I'm just lifting that up, and I'll just go straight in. I've just got these tiny little brads. They're not Tim Holtz ones. They are in my Amazon link under bits and bobs, and they come in all different sizes, and they have the screw head ones as well in the same pack. And that's what I originally bought them for. But yeah, these tiny ones have been brilliant for these book plates. So turn that volume off. Right. Let's have a look at straightness. That looks pretty straight. So just grab it. Paint that through. Yep. Put that through. Yeah. And again, I'm going to use the tape just to put across there. It's fine. I'm just going to get me, I mean, I should have done that before really, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to press that down so they're nice and flat. Okay. So that's that. What's that on my brush? Oh, it's the gold ink. Look really funny from here. So that's that. I'm going to get the brayer. I think the brayer works really well as well when you're using a glue stick. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Oh, I know Alison uses one from Crafty Alley Creates, and hers is a really small one, which looks really handy for tags and things. So I suppose it depends what size you want. Right, so they do sell them in like packs of 3 or, you know, different size. And I think, you know, you need to decide if you want the big one or the small one. I don't think anybody needs 3. So I'm just going to fold this down. I'm going to get the bone folder and just give it a squash so it lays nice and flat. So this has gone really well, hasn't it? There's been no major issues. I don't know how I dare say that. Eek. Now I'm waiting for massive issues. Right, so I'm going to get this glued down. I'm not gluing this together yet because there's something else I need to put underneath it before I stick it down. So we'll give that plenty of glue. Just said I don't want to stick it down. Okay, let's check that it's straight on here. Perhaps needs to come down a touch. Let's look at that. So that's fine. What's happening here? So I'm just going to pull it out just a little bit. Not as much as that. Let's just trying to see if it's I think that's about the same all the way down. That looks straight, doesn't it? Yeah, right, so I'm going to leave that to dry. I'm just going to go like this to get, mind you, this doesn't shine like Fabri-Tac does, which is another reason why I have converted to the Kalal. So it's coming along, isn't it? So that's it for today. I will see you Tuesday, did I say? Yeah, Tuesday. So I'll see you soon. I won't do any work on it until then. Don't worry. If you're wanting to see everything, if you're not wanting to see everything, then probably don't watch next time. But yeah, if you want to see everything, I'm not going to do any off off screen. Right, I'm going. I shall see you all later. Bye for now.